Hey gang, Brandon Smith here, Palm Auto Sales. People reach out to me all the time and tell me, Brandon, I'm looking for 5, 6, maybe 7 grand max. What does that get me? I'm gonna show you what it gets you. It gets you this right here, a 2005 Lexus RX. Come on, let's take a look. Okay. So right away you can see all the faux wood. You've got your memory seats, your adjustable driver's seat. But you know, this is an 05, so you're gonna see where the leather, you know, is starting to crack. It hasn't came apart yet, but it's just a matter of time. Let's get this thing fired up. Man, it's warm out there. Summer isn't even here yet. Power tilt and telescopic, as you would expect of a Lexus. Super bright outside, so let's see, there we go. We have 198,392 miles. No lights on the dash. AC is cold. I'll kick that up just a little bit. It does have an aftermarket stereo system in it, Pioneer here. Let's see, somebody actually has our heated seat on. Let's turn that off. Let's take a look. Cup holders. Okay. Another console there. Not putting a whole bunch in there, but it's got a neat button there, you know, to open and close it. Kind of cool. Armrests. So this armrest isn't terrible. This one is starting to get a little bit choochy though. So you can see where that leather is cracking. The seat over here, same kind of thing. Bolsters are still very soft, but you can see where with time over age, it's starting to show it, you know, some wear and tear. But this is a vehicle that, you know, if you take care of it, should get you a few more years of life easily. In the wheel, very simple in 05. You just have control for your radio, change your station, change the volume. Your cruise is down here on the stick. Let's see if our backup camera comes on. You do have, you know, since it's aftermarket, a large backup camera, which is really neat. You do have a power point here. You will not have, you know, USB, any of that in a vehicle of this age. Onto the glove box. What do we got in here? Nothing. No book. We got a wheel lock, but that is a pretty big glove box, I gotta say. You can definitely get some stuff in there. Up top here, you do have a sunroof, as you would expect in a Lexus. And let's see here. What else we got? Okay, so that's our sunglass holder, our lights. All right. Sunroof works very good. I can't stress to you enough how important it is to definitely test a sunroof in an older vehicle. Look through it, make sure you look around up here, make sure you look down your pillars, make sure you don't see water drips, because while the vehicle you're looking at may be nice and dry and you don't smell anything, if you see water drips that almost look like overspray, that means there's a leak or there was a leak. That's where that water is going to vent to. All of these have little drains up here that you can clear with an air hose, a toothpick, you know, but you definitely want to make sure, especially in Florida with all the rain we get, you keep a good eye on an older sunroof. To the back seat, it's a bench. You do have the fold down armrest though, to kind of separate the young skulls from smacking each other around too much. But yeah, overall a very clean vehicle. Let's take a look at this back seat here. Now I have that front seat as far back as it will go. and I am 6 feet tall almost, so I still have some room. I don't have a bunch, you know, there's not extra leg room by any stretch in this. I do like the Lexus does have the rear air vents down below, but super comfortable, as you would expect a Lexus to be. There's our little armrest in the back seat, so you have a little compartment there to put your whatnots, and then you have your cup holders, which are adjustable for those bigger cups. Don't know that you're going to fit her Stanley cup in there, but you know, you can still get a big gulp in there. A view back up towards the front. If you have been car shopping recently, you know that $6,000 to $7,000 cars, $5,000 cars, you're going to be hard to find one. And when you do, of course, you're not going to be happy with most of it. The money just doesn't go as far anymore. And we are one of those stores that does not charge dealer fees. So you don't have, you know, an $8.99 or $9.99 dealer fee. You don't have the, you know, the bogus electronic filing fee for $300, $400. Some of the stores in Orlando, you know, their dealer fee is $1,200, and then you've got $400 or $500 in electronic filing fee. You're $1,500, $1,600 just in fees. And when you're not working with the best credit, you know, that can be another $40, $50 a month in your payment. And all that's going to do for you, the person with not the best credit, is make you have to put more money down. Banks go off of what's called LTV, loan to value. So, you know, when you reach out to these big new car stores, you know, they have to keep the internal alive. That means that when they take this '05 in, it has to get ran through a big inspection. They have to do this, this, and this. So if they need to spend money on this vehicle in the shop, they're going to do that. And then if it, you know, has to get anything repaired, so, you know, your oil change, your safety inspection, that kind of stuff hits this car cost-wise no matter what. So can you go to the auction and buy this car for $4,500, $5,000? Absolutely. 100%. But what you have to remember is that the dealership still has to pay for the car. They have to pay the auction fee. They have to pay the transport. Then when it gets here, we still have to bless it. We got to run it through the shop, make sure everything's good with it, because we only have so many days to ship it back to the auction. But like I said, you can't go wrong with most small independent dealers, because they just aren't gonna, you know, rake you over the coals with all these additional fees. So our headlights definitely have been replaced. There would be no 2005 Lexus with lenses this clear, this perfect. I mean, they are absolutely impeccable. So whoever had it thought enough to spend the money to not drive around with foggy lights. So I like that already. The next thing is all of our chrome and trim pieces. They're all there. They're all shiny. They're not pitted. You know, they don't have overspray on them, stuff like that. But look at those headlights. Let's take a look at these rear lenses. Now, I honestly can't tell if these would be factory ones or if they would have been replaced. You've got a little bit of cracking up top here, just a little bit. When you rub your finger on it, it's flush, but no moisture inside. So that's a good sign. The other side, just like that one, very clear, very clean. So our lights, our badging, all of that, super nice, all there, all shiny, no pitting. And let's get into these wheels and tires. The wheels and tires, all good shape. We've got Goodyear Assurance tires on this thing. Let's see if we can find the tire size. When you get old, you can't see anything. But yeah, these are like absolutely brand new. The wheels, same thing. Very, very clean. Scratch free. No curb rash. Yeah, very, very, very clean. Our tire size is 235, 55, 18. But matching tires all around. That's another good indicator that either the store that, you know, we bought this from at auction thought enough about this vehicle to put new tires on it, or maybe the other owner that had it put tires on it. But when the rims and tires look this good, that's something else that lets me know that the vehicle, more than likely, was taken care of. Our spoiler up top, in great shape. All the paint is there, it's not sun damaged. You don't have the clear coat peeling that you would see on some of these older SUVs. The pearl white paint as well is in great shape. There's, you know, some minor scuffs and little nicks, scratches if you will, in some places on the back. You've got a little chip there. But like I said, we're talking about a 2005 for, you know, $6,500 cash to $7,000 cash, and you've got yourself a great Lexus SUV. And of course, we got to get underneath it. Not too bad. Seen better, seen worse, but nothing crazy. All right, let's open this hood up. All hydraulic, of course. Hydraulic struts are in good shape. Well, strut, there's only one, yeah. Holds it right up. Big old die-hard battery in there. And as always, Lexus covers everything up. They don't even want you to try to even think about doing anything yourself. So they will cover it all up with plastic. What do we got here? A little variable valve, yeah, a little VVT, 3.3 liter. But these things are crazy reliable. All right, well, there's under the hood. Let's get into the back of this thing and see how nice we are. Okay. Very clean. Got our toolkit in there. Spare is underneath the vehicle. Sunshade there, okay. Very, very clean for a 2005. Power back hatch works good. All right, gang, well, that's this 2005 Lexus RX. This right now in today's market, you should be paying $6,000 to $7,000 for this vehicle. That's just what it's worth. If you have questions, feel free to drop a comment below. I will respond, or you can call me here with my contact info in the video. Thank you so much for your time and for watching. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day.